You're listening to the ReachCast show, your weekly stop for the latest and greatest in the PlanetSide 2 universe and its community.
What's up, guys and gals? It's December 9th, listening to episode 63 of the ReachCast show, proud members of the Araxis Global Network and Podcast Network. I'm your host, Adam, a.k.a. the Torkz. With me tonight is my buddy Tom, a.k.a. Noxx.
Can I be the Noxx if you're the Torkz?
Sure.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
How about your El Noxx?
El Noxo.
El Noxo. The Destroyer.
We have El Chupacabra here. It's Mark, a.k.a. Deringer.
Arriba, andale, andale.
You gotta roll that tongue. Arriba, arriba.
This week you're brought to you by 10-year-old Scotch, if you haven't noticed already.
10-year-old Scotch? I thought it was 12-year-old.
I was wrong.
Single
earlier.
barrel.
I looked over at the refrigerator and I saw a big 10 on it, and I was like, oops, it's 10. Not
Get
12.
that junk out of here.
Single barrel. Also,
10-year single barrel.
Also, for great listeners like you,
Smells delicious.
Support this show tab on ReachCastShow.com. I did put a tweet earlier this week. If you're buying crap for Christmas, just hit the link. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Just buy crap.
So if you're buying crap, some people might be buying quality gifts for their loved ones.
Yeah, I don't buy shit for my friends.
This week we played with DPSO, Outfit X, and Cash. I played with Cash at least a little bit for the show. I didn't have a lot of time, but a little bit. And you played with some 666 your time.
Yeah,
right?
I played a lot with 666, and I played some Vanu too.
We played with DPSO, didn't we?
Yeah, I played with DPSO for like 10 minutes before he disbanded the squad.
Oh, that's right. Then who did we play with? I forgot.
We just joined a public squad.
Did we play with Sexy? Was that it?
I don't know.
S3X1?
Yeah, well, I know what you're talking about. I think it was just a public squad.
Oh, nice.
It wasn't T42. We were looking for a T42 squad, but none of them were on.
Yeah.
And then
I did get to hunt Louis down earlier this week.
Nice.
And I was like, come to... I can't remember the base right now, but I told him to come there, and there were a lot of people there. And then I saw this random drop pod amongst like 80 NC, and it was him, and I got the kill, and it was awesome.
Oh, Louis. Poor Louis.
Poor Louis.
All right, guys. So patch. We actually had a patch this week. Not a full patch, but a hotfix. And we're going to get to that. Let's do this.
I'm going to get these mosquitoes in the air and rain down some hellfires on those fools. Oh no! What the f***? I should have listened to the ReachCast patch notes.
Oh, I'm doing the patch notes.
It's your time to shine.
Noxx, you're up.
Jesus. All right. There was a hotfix on the 4th of 2013, December, and they are addressing an issue where maxes or vehicles couldn't be spawned by players in a certain state of mind, I guess. I don't know. Players will also now notice that Nanoweave armor certification states that it adds 20% resistance to small arms projectiles. This was just a string error. The suit works. The suit still works the way it did prior to the update.
Nice.
So we got a tooltip that was updated because everyone reads tooltips, and some max thing where players are in a certain state of mind.
Oh, man.
It's just a small hotfix. You'd be surprised, though. There's so much explosiveness on the forums about this that everybody assumed that with this fix there was all kinds of nerfing being done to various classes.
Well, that's what every patch is like all the time.
Well, exactly. It's just two little things, and everybody's like,
game.
we got nerfed. Everybody got nerfed. Everything is nerfed. I can't believe you nerfed all this. You're not reporting all these nerfs that you put in the game. People just need to chill the F out and play the game.
You need to drop like a patch notes, drop a hotfix and put nothing in the hotfix other than like some sort of cosmetic change, and then put in a patch note shit got nerfed.
Oh God, people would lose their
Leave it open-ended.
people would lose their minds.
Figure out what got nerfed. Shit got nerfed. You figure it out. All right. Well, with that said, let's get on to the community briefing.
Attention, soldiers! Get your butts in here for this week's community briefing.
First up in community briefing is something that I am very excited about. They're on the PTS right now. People are able to play with the NS Deep Freeze, I think is what people are calling it. I don't know if it's the actual name of the weapon itself, but much like the flare gun for the 4th of July, there is now a gun that shoots snowballs on the PTS. So if you haven't checked this thing out yet, get in there, shoot some people. They've also data mined a few titles with this. One of them is for using the gun, obviously. So much like the flare guns, flame person title, flamer title, the flamer title you got, there'll be one for this as well. But also data mined was a title for killing snowmen. Now, there's not a lot of information out there on what these snowmen could be. I know we were talking about this before the show, Noxx. You want to throw out your ideas on something awesome?
Idea, you tell your idea first.
I don't remember what my idea was.
Well, I don't think it was yours, but you would claim it as yours anyways.
That's right.
The NPC snowmen.
Well, yes, that's right. Some people are saying.
You.
And then my original idea that I didn't steal from anywhere.
Frosty,
but it's not to say someone else didn't think about it, but my thought is maybe you shoot somebody with the snowball gun and they turn into a snowman, and you have to kill them while they're a snowman.
That would be awesome.
What is that movie that horrible horror movie? There's a snowman killing people with carrot.
It's probably called Frosty or something.
It probably is.
So
well, bad. I know the Thanksgiving one was called Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
It had a turkey, evil turkey on the front of it.
It reminds me, I just watched The Purge this week. Dude, that's an interesting movie.
I'm not seeing it when I Google Frosty. Do you remember that claymation where Frosty the Snowman's leading Rudolph?
Yeah, I do.
And then the Abominable Snowman turns.
Abominable Snowman's really nice. He's a super nice Abominable Snowman. Yeah. Then you got the guy that's mining the what's his name? Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I remember as a child, very distinctly watching that all the time.
What do you think would happen if you named your child Cornelius?
He would automatically become an investment.
Someone had to be named that.
I think automatically become an investment broker and make millions.
I think nowadays people wouldn't bat an eye at it, honestly.
I mean, there was
you become world famous.
Do you see the Mad TV version of that, Tom?
Of what, the Frosty thing?
Yeah.
Don't they all get killed or something? He kills
Cornelius walks in with an Uzi and smokes all the elves, and it's and the one elf is a gang member. I can't remember. It was pretty screwed up.
Herbie the elf is a gang member.
Herbie the elf was a gang member, so he walks in and shoots up all of the elves. And then Santa's
I did not see that. That sounds awesome though.
Santa's a drug dealer. I can't remember. It was crazy.
Is he selling snow?
Yeah.
All right.
And everything that we just talked about is coming in the December patch.
Yeah, December patch. So F&O was this
to a continent near you.
I feel like I'm really selling myself short for an email we're gonna get later. You guys will see. So Friday Night Ops happened this week, and a good chunk of it was a discussion panel between Atreon, Murda, and Rel. It's pretty good if you guys know them. Those three, they break down a lot of things in the game very well. So check that out if you want. And then the outfit spotlight right after that was Black Arrows.
Bass,
so
our good friends at Bass.
Yes,
yeah. Maggie played with them for a while, so they had a good time. And Maggie turned 26 today, right?
Ooh, she's so old.
It was her birthday today, so.
God, I wish I turned 26 again.
Happy birthday, Maggie. Our Lou Perza, for those of you guys that know her in the community.
I have T-shirts older than her.
I don't really know what to say to
that. Just sad.
It's that's
sad. It's very sad.
What T-shirt do you have that's that old?
Well, I have a soccer jersey that older than that.
Okay, well that's a soccer jersey. I want to hear about a high quality T-shirt that lasts.
I'll tell you what's going to last longer than 26 years. My ReachCast T-shirt.
That's because you don't wear it and it just sits in the bottom of your drawer.
Dude, I swim in that thing day and night.
Swim?
I don't know. I was just trying to find something stupid to say, and obviously I found it.
Well, you found it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. I found something on Reddit which was a possible solution to faction alert dominance. So this is basically a dude who's pissed off about how his server is dominated by one faction and nobody else on his faction play what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
What did I say? Something?
Nothing. No, you didn't say anything funny. I'm just thinking about. Never mind. Go ahead. Think about this post. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, he's. God damn it. So he's upset because people in his faction, they don't want to participate in the alerts because you just get steamrolled and you don't get the experience bonus because you don't get kills, essentially, is my guess. And I've never had it that bad on Connery, but I totally could see how it would happen because I've definitely had alerts on Connery where it's like the Biolab one, and I don't think any of the NC outfits care about the Biolab alert because just the other day we had 5 Biolabs at the start of the Biolab alert and finished with 1. And that was one we took. No, wait, we still had a Latham. So, yeah, we didn't even take the other one. We had 1. And I totally could understand. So his idea is basically that every time you lose an alert, you get like a little XP boost in order to encourage people to do the alert until you win, eventually end up like, 100% bonus instead of the 30%. So that to encourage people to actually participate in the alert if you were losing a lot.
Don't they already kind of do that with the population imbalance XP?
It's like 1%.
By 1%.
You get like 3 extra XP on a kill instead of 150.
I don't know about you, but I got a 45% increase this last week when I was doing a NC versus a VS.
You got what?
43% extra
Because
XP.
of population?
Mm-hmm. While we were doing an Amrish alert.
Wow.
On Connery.
Were you the only player on Amrish?
Yes.
No, dude, the VS held like 50% plus of the population on Amrish at the time.
Well, the NC is very, if the VS are awake, because they're all Chinese, apparently, if they're awake, just tear it up.
Dr. Joski in the channel makes a pretty good point. You're basically giving people awards for losing the alerts.
But honestly, there are servers that are so dominated by one empire that the other two can't win. And I think it's meant more for that.
What about for like a week? Everybody whoever loses it the worst gets the XP.
Then why would other people play? Everybody just throw it.
Being sarcastic.
It's not like you're going to get that much more XP by throwing it. The idea is to help encourage people playing it. That, like, basically there are people who just won't play the alert because they just get steamrolled, and I totally see that being a possibility on servers like Waterson, which are completely TR dominated.
Yeah.
What? Isn't it?
No, I mean it is. I'm just saying.
So if you're Vanu, why would you go to this area to just get killed 100 times for every 2 kills you can get?
Because we're Vanu, we're dumb.
Because we're Vanu, we're dumb.
Dude, I got some pretty good XP.
I feel this guy's pain, okay? I want my first alert as NC on Connery like this week. It's the first time I've ever been on for a winning NC alert. It was incredible.
You just do 4th faction where if you feel like you're about to be dominated.
It was while I was playing Vanu.
We did get smoked in that alert. I like
Nice.
Time Elude's a suggestion that they should start giving out dunce hats after 50 losses.
Dunce hats?
Big white cone hats.
Sounds like someone who wins lots of alerts and never loses.
With the E in dunce backwards.
No, honestly, I was online for the first time the NC won an alert. I was playing Vanu.
And you were playing Vanu with me.
Yeah. The NC don't win alerts on Connery. Not unless the Vanu...
Rarely. Every once in a while.
I haven't won an alert in weeks on Connery as Vanu.
And it like you can watch the flow of battle that NC take during Biolab alerts. There's almost none of them at Biolabs. The Devil Dogs don't go to the Biolabs typically. They just like, oh, fuck Biolabs. I'm going to go over here and push this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to get some calls about how wrong you are about all these assumptions.
You've never had that happen.
No, it's not that. I've seen Devil Dogs go to Biolabs plenty.
I say that, but I actually did go to a Biolab with the Devil Dogs this week. It depends who's leading. A lot of times it doesn't happen, though.
I'm down. with you. All right, on to the next one.
You're not even in the Devil Dogs anymore. Can you say? You don't know.
I play with them long enough, dude.
You don't know anything. When's the last time you played with a Devil Dogs?
And believe it or not, when I go into a battle lab, I can actually look around. There's this thing called outfit tags. I can actually see them. It's crazy.
I don't even need to see outfit tags.
Did I ever say 100% of times? No, I said...
No, I'm just busting your balls, dude. Just chill out.
A lot of times. I never said 100%. There were no absolutes used.
You're going to go on to the next one.
Let's move on. Jesus Christ, yes.
Such a ball buster.
Christ almighty, Deringer.
Such a ball buster. All right, next up we want to talk about our friend Odin's Pride. He currently has a GoFundMe campaign up, and I wanted to talk about this last week, and I completely forgot to, so I'm making sure that I talk about it this week. Basically, he was at MLG Columbus this year, and a lot of people saw him there, and on the last day of the event, his backpack was stolen. Inside his backpack, all of his gaming gear, including his laptop, which he also used for school, which kind of double sucks for him. So the GoFundMe campaign that's been set up, it will attempt to get him back in the game by purchasing a new laptop and accessories. And also, he has graciously stated that any donations made over the $1,500 goal will go towards the community clash. So that's very nice of him on top of that. When I checked it last night, they were at $500 towards their $1,500 goal. So if anybody in the community is looking to help out a very active member of the community who's kind of been sidetracked by some real asshole stealing his stuff, we recommend you guys go out and do this. Make you feel good and warm and happy inside. I know that
Christmas time.
I have made a small donation to him because I'm poor, but I feel it's the thing to do. So, again, I felt bad for forgetting to mention this last week, so that's why I'm spending a few minutes on it this week. We will include the link to this in the show notes, and it's all over Twitter as well. Help a guy out. That's all I got on the subject.
That sucks a lot.
It really sucks.
Yeah.
It's one thing for it to just be his gaming laptop, but the fact that he also uses it for school has got to just... Can you imagine? He's probably got papers on it and everything that he was in the middle of writing and boom, gone. Starting from scratch. Way to go, douches at MLG Columbus. He was probably a StarCraft player.
Oh, I'm going Call of Duty.
You think Call of Duty?
I'm putting my money on Call of Duty.
That's true. There wasn't.
The StarCraft players are all Korean. They're not even allowed out into the crowd.
StarCraft wasn't at MLG Columbus.
That's true. So maybe it was Call of Duty. I'm sure it was a Call of Duty. Whoa,
was League of Legends there?
Ak, are you kidding me?
Jesus Christ.
Was League of Legends there?
No.
Dota was.
Ak, my goodness.
Dota? Really? That's MLG game now? Oh, shows how much I care and pay attention.
It was Dota. I want to say Dota was there. Dota and COD and
LOL.
Some. I don't know if LOL was or not.
It was at Dallas when we went, but
I think we're pretty good saying it was a Call of Duty player. Person.
Yeah, we'd probably call it. It's like the majority of the people there, Call of Duty, they walk around with their headphones on, the cord not connected to anything.
Do you know this from experience?
Yes, it's fucking hilarious.
They're the ones that take all the
They all have their like Beats by Dre or some other headphone. And then
ludicrous headphones.
Some of them like forget to stick the cord in the pocket to pretend that it's connected to anything.
Did you see the YouTube video of the guy at college going around with his headphones purposely semi-unplugged and just blasting chick tunes? So and pretending to not realize that the headphones
were like out of his phone.
Yeah, and everybody's just kind of looking at him and laughing at him.
Time Allude is very correct. It's a 420 no scope, bro.
That's who took the backpack.
No scope. Okay.
Yeah.
Where are we at in this? Oh, I get it. Never mind. I'm joking.
So yeah, just to bring it full circle, if you're feeling in the generous mood, help out Odin's Pride. He is a good member of the community, and we could use him back. That's it.
All right. I'm going to save you from awkward silence by continuing on, like, 'cause I'm not a jerk.
I really hope that would be your goal.
All right. We got 4-way continent locking by Rolfski on PSU forums. And he was a little depressed about the AMA on Reddit because Higby said that, quote, is that a quote? Your little cursor's covering it up. We are probably not seeing any meaningful game until very late 2014 when we finally have 4 continents plus battle islands and an intercontinental strategic layer in place. Rolfski suggested adding a 4-way continent locking mechanism until the battle islands are released, which I agree with. That should indeed be the case because, goddamn, that's a long time.
It's a very long, and because we were talking about it, when they say late 2014, they said Hassan by summer 2014, right? And for the way we
Which
read
means
that,
fall 2014, right, because we all know how good they are at being on time.
And then even then, it'll be the end of fall, so it'll be basically winter, December of next year.
Do we need to remind everyone that it was originally June 2013 for Hassan, if I'm not mistaken?
I believe it was.
We're like a year late on this ish. It's sitting there in the PTS. Let's get it going. It's a sweet map. Anyways, and the performance updates should help it run better, because I remember that was a big concern at one point, right?
Yes.
It was like not performing well, this performance OMFG. I think, didn't a lot of people like basically agree that there should be performance content, performance?
I thought so.
Except they're not doing it that way. Anyways, so he also suggests allowing factions to capture the bases surrounding a warp gate, which then makes the warp gate theirs and gives them a foothold on the next continent. And he proposed with a little diagram on how it would look. And it's basically what Higby has proposed, or at least I've seen him propose in the past, without the battle islands.
It's pretty close.
Hassan's in the middle, and there's no battle islands. And I really want to play on a map that's not Indar. Please, for the love of God, release Hassan before summer 2014. Thank you. I
agree. Anything to add, Torkz? Torkz is making another drink. Hold on.
No.
I need to get more drink.
I was just thinking about it, and honestly, it's my concern is late 2014. Does that mean they're going to have 3 battle islands ready? 3 separate different ones, or are they going to duplicate them? Yeah,
because when I was at SOE Live, I asked him if they're going to do the Nexus 3 times, and he said no, they're not going to do battle islands in the continental lattice until there's 3 different battle islands.
Right. They showed a picture of it at one of the things we went to.
I strongly doubt they're going to be able to get 2 more battle islands, Hassan, and all the other stuff they're doing done in 2014.
Well, I know, I agree. I doubt it too. That's why I said we all know Hassan won't be out until fall. And I didn't say it, but it kind of is implied that that won't happen until 2015, because it says very late 2014.
Maybe, I mean, they might. I don't know. I just don't see it happening, but I would love to be proved wrong on that, but we'll see.
Well, I think that's why Rolfski's post is a good idea, because if we should see Hassan middle of next year, and I know it's probably going to be later than that, but let's say hypothetically middle of next year, this would be a good thing to tide you over until everything else is released in late 2014.
I sense a lot of LOL in my future.
You're going to get bored of LOL soon enough.
No, I won't. Not if they keep doing mystery skins.
Your damn mystery skins.
The skins keep the game worthwhile playing. That's an interesting.
I play ARAM, and then I get it's like, ooh, what hero for that? I can't speak right now. Just to go that. There's a lot of LOL in my future. I don't play that game because it's like the best game ever. I play it because my friends play it. That aren't you guys, because I have more than you guys in my life.
Now you're just lying to the audience. If only they could hear you before the show.
I don't have any friends. No one likes me.
This is why he's drinking. Should hear some trash women before the show, too.
Can you just fucking move on already? Why do we always have to like go on like this after my little bit?
Next up, community question of the week. Last week we asked, what are your most or least favorite changes that SOE has made over the last year? The most favorite change was overwhelmingly OMFG. But I thought we'd play a little game. I went through the PS2 forums, PSU forums, and Reddit responses, and I'd like you guys, Torkz and Noxx, to take a guess what the top least favorite changes were. Really only 3 votes separated the first from the third, so I think you guys might be surprised at what the actual top one was. So, Torkz, you want to throw a guess out there and what the least favorite change so far in the game was?
I would guess harassers.
All right, Noxx.
I almost want to go with the MBT changes that happened a while ago.
Well, you're 100% wrong, Noxx.
God damn it.
Do you want to take a second guess?
You know why I'm wrong? Because I guess something that's more than 2 minutes old. People's memories don't last that long. Something shorter. Can I guess something that hasn't happened that's going to? Zoe?
Yeah, number 1 was harassers, believe it or not. And most specifically, the fact that they have Empire-specific heavy weapons on them. The number 2, Zoe Max plus the other Empire-specific Max abilities. While people thought Zoe was overpowered, they thought the other 2 were basically shit. And finally, number 3.
There's no thought there. They are.
And
dude, I'll tell you what, I don't mind so much the NC one, but I'll tell you, it's not perfect by any means, but there's capability there to be altered where it could be better. But TR is just worthless. Like I see almost
like,
no one use that. It's just so bad. It's so bad. Go on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, that's okay.
Off.
For everybody keeping score, number 3, Chip M. Hazard got it correct. It would be the lattice and base capture mechanics in the game currently.
Are the least favorite?
That was number 3.
I know a lot of Devil Dogs don't like it. They still complain about it sometimes.
A lot of people hate the lattice.
I heard complaints this week about it.
I'm surprised. You said lattice was number 3?
Lattice was number 3.
That's surprising. I thought that the general population would like it.
A little bit lower down the list. A lot of
There's
people.
There's good and bad with it. I have to agree and disagree with people on that one.
Yeah. A little, like I said, further down the list, there were a lot of complaints about the AV mana turrets and the Empire-specific rocket launchers as well. Those both would have been tied for 4th place.
I would totally be down for AV turrets. AV mana turrets to be taken out of the game.
Oh, you mean they didn't like that they even existed?
That they even existed at all, and I guess there's a lot of wonky stuff about them as well. I don't use them very often.
There's so much. Yeah, there's not only is there tons of wonky stuff, but currently in the way that the rendering works in the game. Dude,
is the turret will render, but not the person gunning it, so you can't snipe them?
Well,
I had that happen.
Not so much even that. I mean, you can hit from such a distance with AV rocket launchers.
Yeah, that people can't. It's one of those issues where they don't know where it's coming from.
Like the other day in Amrish,
look up. There's probably some cliff it's coming from. Christ almighty.
No, I'm talking about. So I'll give you a specific example. So you have what is the name of that Amrish base on the far right? The 3 hex base or the 3 node base.
I don't know. I only play an indoor.
Crap. It's the little ravine, but there's that open field between, Split Peak Pass. That's what it is. So you have Split Peak Pass, and then you have the huge field over to the base to its left between it and Split Peak Pass. We were having people basically hammer a tank column from the cliffs of Split Peak. We couldn't even render them. And they're just dying. I was getting hit like I was in a lightning. I was getting hit. I couldn't see anything. And it was just very annoying.
Here, I will honestly, as much as I'd get over it, like, I don't understand why they would give the Raven a max distance and then not that thing.
Yeah, I mean, Miniature Action Jesus is my new favorite listener name ever.
You know why I bet you it doesn't have a max range is because the Vanu get to use it?
I don't think...
Because the Vanu get to use it, they can't make it have a bad thing. The Raven and the Phoenix both have max distances. The Vanu is like, oh, no. Vanu can use it. That's why. That's my theory.
So
Vanu favoritism.
Before we end the subject, Torkz, what was your most or least favorite change in the past year?
You had a week to think about it.
Do you want us to come back to you?
Yeah, come back to me, because there's two of them. I'm trying to think which one I hate more.
The blinky lights on C4 versus...
I know, it's the blinky... It's got to be the blinky lights on C4.
I can't believe you guys actually remember that. I was gonna... Because that was going to be it, but I was thinking...
My most favorite change is definitely OMFG. It's actually made... I played a bunch this week. It's made it much more enjoyable. And my least favorite is... Can I use future ones?
Sure, because you're going to say
sniper rifle changes. All right, changes. Bolt action changes.
Okay.
What is this bullshit?
No, it's not.
Not according to Dr. Josky.
So I actually did some testing about it, and 150 is fairly good. I think 200 would be perfect. I had a hard time getting kills past 200, but I had lots of incidences where it was like 180. My real least favorite change would probably be the MBT changes that they made to make them much weaker, because I feel like tanks are completely useless. Other than spamming spawn rooms with shells. They're utterly useless.
I don't want to steal your least favorite, but honestly, that's mine as well. I had a lot of fun playing TR when the Prowler was a death machine, and it feels like a kitten now, and I agree.
It's not the damage to me, it's their survivability. They lowered their survivability, and I really think they're shitty, for lack of a better word. Didn't they lower their survivability? I thought they did. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. Maybe they lowered it by nerfing the damage. But
they lowered their survivability by dropping all kinds of Empire-specific rocket launchers on us.
Yeah.
Giving us maxes that do awesome AV damage and AV mana turrets.
Except the NC ones, because you can't hit shit from long range if they're moving, and you can plink them like one every other rocket, maybe. The Raven's garbage.
All right, Torkz, you ready? You're holding us up here.
It's so it's either the blinking lights over the top of my explosives, because I know that's like when I put explosives somewhere, like I want people to see them as clear as day.
And the fact that it stands up on its side rather than lying flat on the ground.
Yeah, and I don't even want to call this a change. The dumbest thing in the game right now is Claymores for TR. Because so you have 3 factions, right?
Oh, I saw a picture on Reddit where it was facing the floor.
Well, you have the other 2 factions get one-shot kills with their mines. The TR do too. But the TR one is twice as bad, because it only gets not even a full, like the 180 radius isn't even completely correct. So why would you do that to one faction? You would completely give one faction the crappiest mine.
I agree. It's
by a long shot.
Piss poor design.
And there's no upside to it. It doesn't do more
damage if they're wearing flak.
The other 2 can still kill can still kill in one shot. I just don't understand it. But that is what it is. That's mine.
All right. So this week's question, OMFG was released a month ago. Was it enough to keep you playing? I'm interested to hear if people are...
By accident.
You answered it by accident? That's okay. So that's next week's question. I will put that up everywhere probably next Sunday. And we've been getting a real good response to our community questions, guys. I don't know if you realize that. I mean, we're talking about across Reddit, the official forums, and PSU forums, about 100 responses. And that's every week. So I'm happy to hear the community responding.
Yay.
All right. What's next? I
Bumper.
feel like T-Ray. What's next?
A bumper's next.
Prepare yourselves! This is the PlanetSide 2 Community Clash.
Alrighty. So, Community Clash. We have give the community a heads up that we have a delay due to some issues with getting the private server and some other stuff worked out. So we'll try to give you guys a heads up as soon as we get confirmation back from SOE when we'll be able to launch Season 1 of Community Clash. That's the bad for the week for the Community Clash. Second thing, the goods, I guess, is that we have some cool logos being made up by Steel Dragon. I don't know if you guys know, but he's an EU player, and he makes some great graphics assets. So there's some cool logos for the prizes that'll be made up. You guys will be able to put them in, if you're winners, you'll be able to slap them on your vehicles. And the second good thing is the fact that we already have enough U.S. teams to fill 2 seasons worth of Community Clash. We're really happy to see that kind of community involvement. That was really made me happy.
It sounds like it.
It is. I don't. Yeah, I am.
This is Thrilled Torkz here.
This is Thrilled Torkz. You guys have anything else?
I want to see a meme. A meme of Thrilled Torkz.
Thrilled Torkz.
All right. On to ReachCast Bug Report.
Is this going to be a stand-up fight, sir, or another bug hunt?
It's a bug hunt. What exactly are we dealing with here?
ReachCast Bug Report. All right. So, generators are still broke on the mini-map. You can look on your screen, you can see them from a distance as they render whether they're broken or need repair or not. But on the mini-map, they still show broken even though they're fixed, and it's driving me insane because I hate running to generators and realizing they're fixed. It drives me nuts. That's a bug report. You guys have nothing to say about it, or
is it every base?
There's a combination. I've seen it on biolabs and amp stations primarily. I haven't really looked on tech planes, but it's really annoying when you go repair something. You get up there and it's like, oh, it's
or you're attacking.
fine.
You're like, why the hell are the shields not down?
Or that, yeah. And we're getting confirmation from the chat room. It's all bases. Alrighty.
I guess I just do what I'm told and don't pay attention to them.
BS
You're a robot. You're a sheep.
I am a robot.
Robot sheeple.
Beep, boop, beep.
All right, the good, the bad.
Have another drink on me, soldier.
Okay, thank you kindly.
If you can look hard enough past all the death and all the sorrow, there are good things. You must remember that we will overcome. The good, the bad, and the overpowered.
I'm looking at my good in my bed. And should I read these as I wrote them?
Yeah.
Well, because I always write
Absolutely.
things and I never read it as I write it.
No, absolutely. Read it like you wrote it. I can't wait to hear this.
I was in a fit of rage. But anyways, all right. My good is killing a galaxy with a pulsar, the best gun in the game. 4-1 KDR light assault, not using a max. Deringer. Vanu or OP Get the f*** out. I shouldn't be able to double my KDR with a gun I shoot once every 3 months. I'm supposed to have my foot put in my mouth. So listeners, I might not play all 3 factions regular, but I'm not wrong. My bad is why I don't play this game all the time. I play a goddamn alert for a goddamn hour and 54 minutes, and the game crashes. I log in and don't get that towards my alert participation bonus. F*** you. Seriously, what the f***? This game should be built in such a way that I can remain in my goddamn squad. The game should know I was playing.
You know, I got one bone to pick with you regarding your bad.
What?
You wrote, I log in and don't get that towards my alert participation bonus. You didn't log back in. You said,
I know, I logged in.
This shit, I'm not coming back to this game.
I logged in and you're like, I was like, whew, I made it in time. I'll get my bonus. And you're like, no, you won't.
I said, no,
like,
you
what
don't.
What are you talking about? And you said, because the game crashed, I'm not going to get my bonus. So I logged off, because why should I sit there for 6 more minutes to get 1,000 XP? F that.
Imprecision says he's pretty sure he's gotten full alert bonuses after relogging.
As far as I know, it's still an issue.
Well, no, because I'm not saying no, you haven't, but
I know that I've been gypped out a couple of them by crashes.
Completely irrelevant to this. I had said nothing about this, so I'm not swaying opinions, but I was playing later on in the week, and some dude crashed like 10 minutes before the alert and just starts throwing a fucking shitstorm of profanities like I just did because he was going to lose his bonus, and he did.
There you go. I don't know. Last time it happened to me, I didn't get it, and I logged back in, but I don't know if that's every time. I would love to get a confirmation on that one or another, if that is the way it is.
Yeah, well, Vanu OPs, whatever.
Damn straight,
I'm sorry, but those guns are so easy to shoot. I was rounding corners, and 3 dudes are shooting at me, and I'd kill all 3 of them with 1 clip of the pulsar. Just boom, see you bitches.
You know, there's one thing you also said. You ran out of ammo.
Yeah, all the time I ran out of ammo. I actually ran out of ammo. I'm like running around looking for ammo. I had to run all the way back to spawn because the Vanu don't drop ammo for some fucking reason.
I never have a problem finding it. I think it's just you. You were too far out.
And I wasn't, it's not like I was camping in a biolab. I put myself in the same NC scenarios. I got more reses as the NC, and I still had only a 2.5 on a good day.
I thought you said you got some good, you got some quick reses because you were wearing your teal armor.
When I did die, but I went on like 10 kill streaks.
Mm.
Getting that galaxy kill was the best, though. I got 750 experience, and it says galaxy kill. I'm shooting a pulsar. And if you look at NOXXXIA666 Hunter on the player
name,
profile, you'll see in my history it says killed, unknown, and then I got a kill with a galaxy, and I never flew in a galaxy that night.
The mid-traction Jesus says Vanu are too busy shooting their awesome guns to drop ammo.
That's probably true.
Sounds about right.
I don't need to drop crap. I just murder everyone. Same gun I have.
All right, so my good this week, moving on, now that Noxx is done. My good is Zoe farming at Biolabs. I mean, I have a near unstoppable force at my fingertips. I better friggin' use it before it gets nerfed, am I right?
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, seriously, I mean, you guys said it right. The past couple times we've talked about this.
No, it just means instead of standing with it always on, you'll just run out while it's on, then go hide while it's off.
Well, but you guys were saying that
change anything.
That I didn't abuse the Zoe much in the past, and I totally started to. Once I found out Higby says they're getting nerfed, I'm like, well, geez, I'm going to use it while I can. Same thing with the Lasher when I used it, and then they nerfed that too. So I rarely use the Lasher anymore because it doesn't fit. It's a very limited use weapon now. So heck yeah, I'm going to use my freaking Zoe and go 98-2. That's what my final kill was for the night.
Yeah.
My God.
Well, they did say they're gonna hopefully they buff the NC guns after that revealing of stats last week that we talked about.
Well, they did say during the AMA that NC are getting a second look. So
it's about goddamn time.
It just means they're going to nerf Vanu and TR.
I thought it was because I was bad. Like, I would be shooting at someone, a Vanu in the back, and I couldn't kill him. And I was like, well, it's just because I play the game maybe once a week and I'm bad. And then I'm playing Vanu, and a dude shooting me in the back in NC, and I turn around and killed him. Exact same scenario. And it's the guns. They're so much easier.
Okay, my bad. Another friend of mine rejoined WoW.
You're going down.
This is a good friend, too, that I went to college with, and I haven't installed it yet. I'm very close. Very close. But I'm stopping myself, because what show did you say I had until? Is it 63, this show?
You had 4 weeks, and I believe it's been 4 weeks.
Oh, it's like...
So now you're free to join.
I'm free to play WoW.
It doesn't mean I'm not going to give you endless amounts of crap for playing Farmville and WoW. And whatever the hell else you do in that stupid game now.
Farmville.
I play the auction house. Make gold. Make much
what
gold.
do you spend that gold on?
You buy gold now?
What do you spend that gold
on? My good for the week is the fact that we're doing live shows for the last couple of weeks. It's been a lot of fun. My bad for the week is I was playing SMG Infiltrator, the ultimate evolution of players, and I killed this guy named Slow Banana. I was kind of chuckling. His BR2, so I kind of felt bad to begin with. And then his brother Fast Banana ran by and I shot him, killed him too.
These are their actual names.
I'm dead serious, yeah. Both in the same spot, and I was kind of thinking, I was like, man, those two are probably brothers, and I feel real bad right now.
Both BR2?
Yeah. One was BR7, one was like BR, I want to say 10 or 11, and they're both just, yeah, it was...
The older brother is Fast Banana, and he made his younger brother be Slow Banana.
I wonder how that power structure works out. Like,
what faction were they?
They were both TR, and I was playing NC.
I was gonna say I was hoping they were NC. If they were NC, we should try to get them banana skin camo somehow.
Rename Noxx to the Banana.
The Banana.
They need to make a TR banana skin somehow, and just make it like red splashes on the banana. I don't know, like a blood
moldy banana. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Moldy Banana.
That's my character name, Moldy Banana.
What was it someone was saying? I think it was a Mitch Hedberg joke. He's like, banana's the opposite of stoplights. Green means don't go. Yellow means go. Red means I don't know what the this is or something.
I have a lot of bleeps for you this week. I have a feeling between your good and bad. All right, on to the mailbag.
Oh, it's a perfect morning. Great timing, the mailman's just coming.
Morning. Here's the mail. Big bag.
It must be ready to get away. Very strange. What's the speaking sound? Going to take a look here in this bag of mail. Oh no.
Now you just open the ReachCast mail bag.
Oh my.
Is that because there's no calls?
No, I don't know why I hit that, but I just felt like it. We don't have any calls, by the way, but he's got a good point, but that's not why I hit that.
No Wolf 07?
No Wolf, no calls this week. I think people are probably busy this week. Probably snowed in and fighting for their lives in different areas of the country. Who knows?
Yeah, did you guys get a lot of snow?
Only about an inch.
Yeah, St. Louis doesn't get snow. We get ice, then we get a little bit of sprinkling of snow on top of it, and then it's just crappy. I'm trying to reduce the number of beeps, but there's other words I would use.
It is Captain Downer this fucking week.
It was what? Captain Downer, is that what you said?
Captain Downer this week.
I've been drinking Scotch, and I'm pissed off!
Scotch is the hate liquor for you?
No, I mean, I've had a pretty good week, actually. I just reread my Good and Bad, and it, like, reinvigorated my anger.
You were furious that night. I mean, you really were.
I was furious as Vanu, like, cleaning up. I'm like killing people left and right, just pissed off. Like, this is so easy. This is BS.
Oh, man.
All right. First email from Gilero or Jayero. I don't know. He's
I
got
like
the double
Jayero.
L's. Jayero. Hayero would probably be better.
Hayero.
Hayero.
Oh, Hayero.
All right.
What the
This is the email Torkz was referring to earlier. Torkz needs to come back fast. One show into his absence, and I was counted 10 minutes of PS2 talk, of which a significant chunk was Noxx's continuing sweet outpouring of sniper tears, and 30 minutes of talk about some sport, football, I don't know, question mark in parentheses, that is incomprehensible to most people outside of the U.S. Oh, and 1, 2, 3 bumper was hilarious. So I guess you forgot to cut that
I
out.
Yes, he
screwed up
did.
when I was supposed to splice a bumper, and I left that in, I guess.
Nice. He says, I've listened to every episode since the first and love you guys. So take this in the spirit it was meant. I think I just did.
Basically saying don't be a bitch.
Who said I was being a bitch?
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying.
Yes, Gilaro is American football.
Jaro.
The American football.
Hayaro.
American
Okay,
football.
get it right.
Hayaro. But that makes him sound
We're
Asian.
assuming he's from Spain.
I think it sounds Asian.
What?
Ni hao, Hayaro.
My God, you guys.
It'd be... It'd be Joraro.
Jororo.
Joraro. The Black Friday Bundaroo. Did you see that South Park?
My God.
Oh no, Ak, you took it the wrong
The
way.
Black Friday Bundaroo.
Why is the chat room talking about things that are 2 inches?
Fried lice. Yeah, exactly. Oh, chicken fried rice. Oh.
All right,
You
next
guys are killing me.
Next email is from Tavian. He says, hey guys, first and foremost, I wanted to let you guys know that I have made a full-time server faction change to Connery, more or less, as a direct result of listening to the show. Some of the guys who listen to the show in the Devil Dogs reached out to me. We did some BSing, and I ended up calling my Vanu Matherson quits. I joined the outfit and have been playing full-time on Connery as new conglomerate. I've really been enjoying myself and have had a lot more success than I did on my Vanu. Sorry, Deringer, I hung up the spandex for now. My question is, what is your guys' thoughts on max crashes? It's become pretty annoying that in large-scale fights, they've almost become a necessary strategy to take a position when you're just flat getting your rear end kicked in straight firefights. I can't even begin to tell you how often we've taken and or lost a biolab or similar facility because of a stupid max crash. If it was up to me, I think that Sony needs to put some restriction on this. I'm not sure how they would, other than restricting a specific number of max pulls from one region, but that's about all I got. Tavian, 666 Devil Dogs, Connery server.
Oh, yeah, that's a real man switching over to the NC.
CNC or OP?
0P.
I did it in PlanetSide 1, Tavian, and so I understand that sometimes these things happen. So
Sometimes your balls drop and you have to play a real Empire.
But just remember, no matter how fat you get, your spandex will still fit.
What does that mean? Does that mean like you moved to NC and you get fat now? Is that...
Well, yeah, America. Eating chicken, drinking beer.
We already
America.
discussed this. The TR is real America. People are just in denial.
I thought TR was the Russians.
So what's NC, Russia?
I don't know what the NC is.
NC is America.
They're America back in the good old days.
So max crashes.
1920s America.
Max crashes.
More like 817s.
I like max crashes.
They are a way to kind of disbalance depending on the population numbers that you're fighting against or for. It's a pivotal point to disbalance a fight. I mean, that's what they're used for. I mean, they're not permanent. Well,
mine is.
Yeah.
Like I said, 98 and 2.
I have my problems with maxes too. There is instances where they are over they disbalance it too much, disbalance the fight too much. They're meant, I almost wish that maxes were on a timer flat out after you spawn them. like, it wouldn't stop a crash, so you could have a temporary disbalance of a fight, but having 12 guys pull a set of maxes and then rushing a point shouldn't be a permanent solution to hold a point and just take a base.
Well, it's gotten better. I mean, remember when they didn't cost resources?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I remember. I mean, they used to be a lot worse.
And what was it in beta? Like, they didn't even have timers. You could just be a max.
I'm pretty sure there used to be vehicle resources. Or
no,
were they even like
no resources?
Oh, that's right. There were no resources.
No timer. It was originally no timer. It was just another infantry unit you could be.
Yeah, and they actually had flamethrowers.
Oh man, they were
back in the day in beta.
Did they? I don't remember that.
Yeah, they had flamethrowers in beta before they took them out.
But it's gotten better. I can't say I disagree though. It's kind of, but at the same time, I like some finalization to battle sometimes.
Yeah.
Be it losing or winning, at least the damn thing ended.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm just trying to think. I don't know. Maxes work as they're intended, I suppose. You know, they're made to fluctuate a battle in one way or another. But there's no one saying you can't pull maxes and counter. You know.
Well, yeah, because that's what the Vanu do. You can't max
that's what anybody
TR
does.
and C because if they're against Vanu, because there's always wind defending anyways.
Well, I mean, most people these days will depends on who's more coordinated. You'll max crash and you'll get a counter max crash pretty quickly after, at least large battles I've seen. So
yeah,
I
think the real problem is like the difference between maybe some of these people who don't like it played PS1, where you actually like not everyone could be a max.
Yeah,
that kind of sways it more into max crashes being more standard and not something that is a little more rare, I guess.
Imprecision says something I would love to bring up. There's just no way to eliminate a max crash besides another one. Now, I have to disagree in a way. Depends on how uncoordinated or how poorly planned the max crash coming in is. If you prep C4 at a time when they're coming in, you can wipe a max crash pretty quickly. But you have to have people spend the time to prep a C4. If they catch you off guard and you don't already have the room prep before they come in, yeah, they're gonna beat you out. It's just, there's not much way around other than counter max crashing, which isn't always a
well, that's
option.
the problem where, like I was saying, like the max is it's not meant to be a unit that even 2 infantry units can take down without the help of others. Like you require many infantry to take down a max, but the problem is everybody can be a max since you don't have to cert into being a max and you only get so many certs. So you chose max or vehicle or whatever, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it more problematic to have this infantry unit that's so much better than other infantry units.
Yeah, you know, maybe max reses should be disallowed. Somebody said that in chat. I kind of like that idea. Yeah, once you drop one, they should be down.
You couldn't at one point, and people didn't like that though. That's not always been in the game, resing a max.
Yeah, I mean, I'd totally be behind disallowing reses for maxes. You shouldn't be able to anyways. They're mainly machine. I mean, it's like
that's why it reses with like 10% health instead of 100.
It's a totally bitchin' machine.
All right, next email. We're hammering this because we're just opinionated. Tavian says, "Hey guys, in response to your community question as far as changes go, I'd like the dev who put the harass in the game lynched. I absolutely despise that vehicle. The goddamn thing is a Ford Focus with a gun duct taped to the roof. Fully asserted, it can hit like a fucking aircraft carrier. I'm thoroughly looking forward to the nerfs that are coming because they are long overdue." Tavian. You know, my biggest complaint about the harasser is the NC harasser Empire specific guns are shit compared to the TR. And I don't know about I don't play the VS that much, harasser wise to compare, but I'll tell you what, dude, the TR harasser and fire specific weapons destroy the NC ones. Just absolutely horrendously destroy them.
The NC one, I've used the Enforcer and I like it. I think it's a fine weapon. But then you have the Vanu, what was it I was shooting on your harasser, Deringer? Like the SSC or something?
The PPC.
PPC? Thing's no bullet drop.
I know.
Fuck out of here.
It doesn't do a lot of damage, though, I'm afraid.
No, it doesn't, but it has 60 rounds.
Yeah, you just hold the trigger down.
Or 50, I'm sorry.
The Enforcer is fun. Like, it's a great gun.
The Enforcer doesn't have 50 rounds. It has bullet drop and travels slower. Well, no, it actually might travel faster.
I don't know about the travel speed, but I like it as it's a very accurate long-range weapon, but as far as like anti-infantry, what is the name of the TR harasser weapon? Just skipped my mind.
The Vulcan?
No, the lob one.
The what?
Marauder. Thanks. Thank you, Des. Yeah, the Marauder is just rough against infantry. You can just murder the shit out of some people with a Marauder. And I don't know. The Enforcer modified, yeah, it's a very good close range anti-infantry weapon, but the Marauder splash and the Marauder straight up damage right now destroys the Enforcer modified by a long shot. So
I have a joke for you.
Oh boy, yeah.
Remember when we thought harassers would be useless?
Oh yeah. I do remember that. We're like, harassers are dumb, they'll be useless, and then now they're like a staple for most outfits that we're gonna move from here to here. Guess what? We're all gonna pull
now
harassers.
They're getting nerfed.
Yeah.
Rather than nerf harassers, brilliant idea. Buff goddamn tanks! I hate this nerf, like nerf. Buff some shit.
Well,
Seriously.
didn't Higby say they were
tanks,
nerfing the nerf to nerf some nerfs?
Tanks need to, like, not die before they even can shoot a goddamn round.
Yeah, I mean...
seriously, it's like that. Like, I'm driving my tank around, it's like bouncing around, and then I'm getting weapons lock, I see the guy, and I have to stop moving to wait for the goddamn turret to stop bouncing around, aim, and I'm dead. They're useless.
Miniature Action Jesus actually makes a point that I really didn't bring up. Well, we sure as hell can't pull flashes for transport. They practically spawn flip over when they pull. It's absolutely true. Flashes are so bad for that too. I totally agree with you, man.
You hit a bump and you're rolling down the hill.
Somebody made a comic I have to pull up on Reddit. Like, the talk was all terrain vehicles, talking about Sunderers being all terrain vehicles.
And the guy a no terrain vehicle.
Guy tried to drive it up a thing and just got stuck by an inch, moving up a hill that was an inch high. And then another guy in a flash is like, I wish I could be as maneuverable as you. He's stuck on flat ground.
That's good.
All right, let's get the last one.
Yeah, this one's from McCain Smash. Clearly a
read it like
John
Torg
McCain
from
fan.
Read it from like Torg from Borderlands 2.
Oh no.
I don't know who that is.
Torx does.
Yeah.
I played it, but I'm not very
You haven't gotten that far?
I'm still in the first city and I'm like level 10.
Oops.
Maybe. I think I might be 12. Alright. The following is McCain Smashes most and least favorite changes SOE made this past year. Most. Bouncing burster rifles. I feel like it was quite perfectly done. Oh, it's very positive. And introduction of the harasser. Despite being OP in the beginning, it was and is a fun vehicle. Shotguns were balanced, pump somewhat decently, high explosives nerfed. Optimization patch. Well, this isn't my 5 most favorite things.
Yes, it is, clearly.
All right, the least favorite, unique max ability additions. Zoe Aegis Lockdown. Max AV weapons. Fractures Vortex Ravens. Empire-specific rocket launchers. He didn't give us names there, but they're the Lancer, the Phoenix, and the Striker. And the Wraith module. Oh, Wraith module.
Yeah, why doesn't he like the Wraith module?
I rarely see people even use that.
I mean, even when they do, it's the least threatening thing out there.
Yeah.
What's an infiltrator going to do to you? Clearly, he's not going to one-shot you anymore.
Yeah, they need to give shotguns back to infiltrators.
No.
Oh, God. The amount of... That crying was the most justified crying I have ever experienced.
Yeah, that was definitely a problem.
I will give people who cry endless amounts of garbage, and that was 100% justified.
SMGs aren't far behind, dude. I'll tell you what, man. Some of these SMGs, the fire rate and having soft point ammo, you can cut people down like nobody's business. I don't know. I think
so the thing with SMGs is, like, the only thing that gets me is that they get into spots and I get shot in the back where I'm not expecting it. But if I come up on them head on, like, I lose to them sometimes, but I still feel like when I do lose, it's because I was aiming poorly, not because the gun's overpowered.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. There's something he said in here. I have to go back and look.
I get mad at myself, not at the game, when I die to an SMG head on. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's something you can...
Because it's like, I missed his head 5 times. I don't deserve to win that. Pissed off at myself for losing that fight. I'll swear, but it will be at myself, not at the game.
All right, well, that's it for this week's show. You guys have anything else before I go in the contact info?
Goddamn Vanu.
You're not going to thank the people in the chat channel?
No.
Okay.
So we have Moobot.
Thanks, Moobot. You're such a winner.
Moobot's been here every show.
We have T-shaped visor, ATB 206, Chibim Hazard, Dezicladar, I guess, Dr. Joski, and Precision, Miniature Action Jesus, amazing, Time Elude, and thank you all for being here. Fun live show. Always good to hear you guys talk in the chat room. Contact him for the show, reachcastshow.com.
I've got a giveaway for the live listeners in the channel when we're done. So stick around, folks.
Sure.
Do it now.
Let
the people who don't listen know what they're missing out on.
Well, I'm afraid if I throw that up that I'm going to knock the stream offline.
Oh, okay. All right. Then wait. Tell us what you're giving away, though.
Oh, I have a rum and a cola decal to give away to the people in the chat room.
Oh, shit.
Next week, we'll give away a dog tag of your choice. How about that?
Yeah, I gave them all the Torkz, so you don't have to rely on me not sending them.
Don't have to rely on the unreliable.
You can email us at reachcastshow@gmail.com. You can call us. We love calls. 415-787-3224. And our Twitter is at ReachCastShow. My Twitter is at... I don't know it.
Timo was taken.
Shen was taken, remember?
Shen was taken.
Shen was taken.
Jesus.
I was thinking...
How do you not know your Twitter?
Yeah, Shen was taken, my bad.
Mine is Timo's OP. No, mine is NOXXIA Noxia.
Mine is Noxia's OP. NOXXIAISOP.
Super
Timo!
Everybody.
Game. He goes, ba-ba-da-ba! Flies.
Oh, man.
All right, everybody have a good week. We hope to see you next week, either 9 or 10. We'll see what's going on. 9 or 10 CST next week. We'll do a live show. So we'll see you guys then. Have a good week. Peace.
See ya.
That's right, Sergeant. You made the call. All right, soldiers. You've done a great job here today. Let's get our stuff and get the hell out of here.